I'm watching this video because I'm a fat fucking chud who wants to go to Japanese maid cafes. So we're gonna watch this shit. Luckily it's me, T.A.V, fucking doing this shit. Um, Shout out to her, random person. I just saw this person in my fucking recommended feed. Uh, you can claim the video, but please don't strike my shit. All right. Anyways, let's watch.
A place where cute girls come up to you dressed up as a maid, all
Damn, she bad as shit.
excited
I'm so fucking lonely, bro. Bro,
and chatty.
damn.
And where the typical customer is an otaku, someone who is pictured to be socially
A fat fucking riskless chud.
awkward, even
It's like, that's like an otaku is like a Japanese chud. That's
described by
fire.
other critics as one who
Oh
has
yeah, we gonna stop this video, bro. Like, how many is it gonna take? I would ask some stupid ass editing too.
lost
Fuck outta
touch
here.
with reality.
So like,
Sounds harsh, right? That's the stereotype,
it's like the fast people.
but it barely scratches the surface. And
Alright.
frankly, it's not a fair way to look at the
He's mogging, bro.
customers, the maids, or Japanese culture as a whole. I mean, for starters, if you were expecting the place to be sus, the first rule of every maid cafe is no touching. So
No touching, nigga. Touch me, you get the ass whooped.
no, it's not that kind of place. There are more rules that are enforced and we'll talk about them, but
Never
despite
touch the
these
maid
rules,
if you're
maid
the boss.
cafes still have a reputation for attracting perverted men. Is this really or
Duh. like, bro. Pretty women and weird ass niggas? Like, come on, bro. Like, get the fuck up. Like, no shit, bro.
maid cafes have to offer? What really
Gotta have like the fucking 6'9" Tyrone ass nigga. If you touch me, you're dying. Jerk off in the back room, you're dying. Nigga, meet us out the precinct, bro. And we can squabble, bro.
goes
That's
on
weird.
and on? And how did maid cafes become such a uniquely Japanese thing? We'll look at all of this, and by the end of this video, you might want to go to one yourself.
From geisha?
First thing to know is anyone who goes to a maid cafe is not going for the coffee or the overpriced omurice. To no one's surprise, it's the maids who provide
yeah.
an entertaining,
I wanna go to the Starbucks, bro. Nigga, I would never ever.
memorable experience that keeps customers
Princess Sue, nigga, ain't you Japanese, bro? What the fuck name Sue?
coming back. And this idea of a female entertainer is actually deeply woven into Japanese society. Looking quickly at the geisha, the jokyu, and the hostess will give us a better understanding of how maid cafes fit within
Oh, if y'all don't know what geishas are, bro, geishas are like, from what my understanding are, they're
deeply woven into Japanese society. Looking quickly at the geisha, the jokyu,
okay, so like geisha are like, imagine if like Mia Khalifa was born back in the day, bro. It's just like a royal whore. Like I'm not keeping it like, we can look this shit up. We can look this shit up. I'm not capping to y'all, bro. Entertainers, singing. Oh, I'm like cap as fuck. I'm mine as fuck. Oh, they were sex workers. Uh, no. Okay. AI expect. Hold up. Get the fuck out of here. I'll just get you close to survive. And nigga, and it did it, bro. Ooh, this is a good niche. I just thought of this shit. Maybe people can look at some articles, read some fucking articles about the shit we're watching. Art child, dance child. 15 to 20. 15? Look at these bitty ass niggas out of here, bro. The fuck? Diddy ass niggas. Epstein, bro. Hold up, I just got a notification. Alright, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that dumbass edit. The fuck out of here. Alright. Alright, so we got some shit. Person of art. So they're like professional hoes.
and the hostess will give us a better understanding of how maid cafes fit within Japanese culture. All their roles blend a mix of eroticism, gender hierarchies, and commerce.
I love the first one.
And it's fascinating to see how these women weave charisma into their trade. Starting first with the geisha. Geisha first appeared during Japan's Tokugawa period, right when
I want to see if I'm fucking my mic's the other now. Yo, alright.
red light districts were beginning to emerge. This is also when a huge difference crystallized between Japan and the West, the place of sex in society. In Japan, sex is seen as a natural, essential part of life, similar to eating or sleeping. Shinto mythology and creation stories like those of Izanami and Izanagi, rooted in fertility rituals, see sexuality as a force to be celebrated. This is very different to Christian perspectives, which see sex as sinful. Now, why are we talking about this difference in seeing sex? Because a lot of the—
Dude, that's a whole fucking conversation right there, bro. That's a whole different conversation, bro. Oh my god. Like, I can tell you the difference between fucking monotheistic and fucking multi-theistic religions, bro. But like, how they all differ, bro.
female
But, like,
entertainers
that's
who
a
were skilled in
whole, dude, that's a whole fucking video, bro.
arts,
That's a whole
educated,
video.
intelligent, independent, did have sex
My
with
phone,
their
bro.
patrons. From a Western perspective, the knee-jerk response might be shock or confusion. Why would a woman lower herself to sell sex when she can do all these other things? But from the Japanese perspective, why not do it? The stigma attached to commercial sex in the West being shameful and degrading was not shared by Japan. And we can see this difference in attitude through vocabulary. In Japanese, the word for commercial sex literally translates to selling spring, a world away from blunt derogatory terms like whoring in English.
I mean, shit, I love whores. I don't know why I gotta be like some goddamn, like, you know, some loose subject. I mean, like, I'm not paying for this shit. I'm not paying for that shit. Shit, low key, bro. If I get my money up, bro, I might. Dude, so some of them OnlyFans girls be bad, bro. I'm gonna talk to them, bro. I'm just gonna jerk off. I'm not doing that. I'm not the fucking parasociality, bro. That's what I'm not doing. I'm not doing that shit because the fucking the stripper does not like you, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I fucking buy some femboy shit. Okay, pause.
With this crucial difference highlighted, we can now appreciate what geisha actually did. Geisha were entertainers. They set the mood at gatherings, led conversations, and performed in the arts. It often took years for geisha to master their skills of singing, storytelling, dancing, playing musical instruments, pouring tea, writing poetry, playing go, and calligraphy. They were
Calligraphy.
talented, badass women.
So they're like LeBron and James are born. I see that. Alright. Like, they do it at all. They're like the Chris Brown. Chris Brown might be a bad example, but like, bro.
And sometimes geisha chose to sleep with patrons, but sex was just one part of the wider package.
So they're like, bro, they're like, damn, like they're ahead of the curve, bro, when it comes to this fucking selling sex shit. Not gonna lie.
Never the sole focus, and it carried no shame. Geisha were not the same as sex workers. They offered a blend of artistry, companionship, and occasionally romance. This is a really important distinction and is highlighted by
Dude, geisha pub, bro. That should probably bless your meat, bro. Like,
Galbraith, who
like a fox just coming up and the kind of nowhere starts singing, bro.
says the Tokugawa period was the first time in Japanese history that not only sold sex, but also commodified conversation, companionship, and a unique form of eroticism by women for male entertainment. Geishas basically walked so maids could run. But we're not quite up to maids yet, because in the 1930s, geisha had been largely replaced in popularity by jokyu, cafe waitresses who wore kimono or aprons, brought food, and entertained guests with conversation. Like geisha, jokyu were not primarily employed to sell sex, although sexual encounters sometimes occurred. Afterward,
So like, dude, imagine being the guy who fucking ripped up a jokyu, bro. Dude, you built different. I ain't gonna lie. Dude, you built different as fuck.
two hostesses
Nigga walking up there, walking in that bitch. Wee wee hard. You know you about to go down, bro.
took over from
You're like, God
Jokyu,
damn.
and today, hostess clubs form a significant part of Japan's entertainment industry. These clubs, along with bars and sex work venues, fall under the category of mizu shobai, or the water trade.
You, just you, build.
Oh my god, bro, you get an ad blocker. You get an ad blocker. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Your app
Like, get the fuck
on
out
base
of here.
44.
Chaplin explains that this name originates from the Tokugawa era, when these establishments were often located close to riverbanks. The term also reflects the concept of the floating world, or ukiyo, where reality is suspended and an alternate world exists inside these venues. It's a pretty poetic description. Like the geisha and the jokyu, hostesses serve customers and add to the atmosphere of the venue. However, they also facilitate conversation between patrons, who are often co-workers attending an after-work party. Hostesses
Oh, so they're like kind of connect the dots. Like, okay, I see that shit.
will help break the ice by initiating topics of conversation for co-workers to bond over. Across all these entertainment venues, female performers, whether geisha, jokyu, or hostess, skillfully create an intimate, enjoyable ambience for their patrons. In many ways, maid cafes operate similarly, just tailored to the interests of the 21st century. Which brings us to the question, how did maids become the symbol of this scene? Because last time I checked, maids in Victorian uniforms are a very British thing. So how then did the British maid become a cultural icon of Japan?
Dude, that's like one of the good things that come from fucking. That's like one of the only good things that comes from the UK, bro. Maids are bad as fuck. Dude, would I ever get a maid? Fuck no. I would feel too bad. Like, dude, that's just, dude. Pulling up like fucking XQC, bro. Dude, I would feel like a fucking loser at Chud, bro, no matter how much fucking money I got, bro. Like, dude, clean your room, bro. It's just like fucking 10 minutes.
Part of it is the
Oh, that's super critical.
fantasy tied to British maids, their image of servitude, innocence, and subtle sensuality.
Innocence. Subtle sexuality.
And the other part is because Japan is facing a deep and growing loneliness crisis that is only getting worse.
I mean, like, bro, all they fucking do is work all day, bro, and get drunk in streets.
The
What is that?
British maid is often
What is that? What is that anime?
described by academics as a symbol of dependence, female passiveness, naivety, sexual vulnerability, youthfulness, diminished social status, and domesticity.
What? These are kind of concerning, bro. Naivety and sexual vulnerability mashed up with youthfulness is kind of crazy, bro. Diminished. Like,
And they were viewed this way because
Whoa.
maids were typically quite young, sometimes as young as 12 or 13. They also worked in their employer's home, far from family and friends who would be able to look out for them. This situation created a significant power imbalance, leaving maids vulnerable to sexual harassment or assault. And it was this cultural backdrop that inspired the first appearances of maids in Japanese media, particularly within the gaming industry. Maids became popular characters in erotic computer games and later in dating sims. The first physical maid pop-up in Akihabara was the result of a popular maid game, Welcome to Pia Carrot 2. The pop-up was so popular, a few years later in 2001, the first permanent maid cafe was open for business. Much like the Mizushou by venues we discussed earlier, maid cafes
Hold up, it's like this shit like watching the '80s basketball, bro. Like she must be like she's like the goddamn Wilt Chamberlain of maid cafes, bro. That shit's fire.
The first permanent maid cafe was open for business. Much like the Mizushou by venues we discussed earlier, maid cafes create spaces of intimacy and belonging as maids build relationships with their customers. We'll take a deeper look at how they do this very soon, but I wanted to emphasize maid cafes being a place where you can build connections and community because Japan is going through a loneliness crisis. The term muen shakai, or relationless society, captures this growing
That was like, not gonna lie, bro. That Japanese people own fault, bro. Not ain't gonna lie. Got a bunch of gooners in that shit.
social isolation. Perhaps the most haunting example of this crisis is the phenomenon of muanxi, solitary deaths, where people living alone die without relatives or neighbors noticing for weeks or even months. This isn't the only crisis we're seeing though, because our privacy is also at greater risk than ever before. Think about how much we use the internet now, how our banking and personal details are
You already know, bro.
all online. And if you're lazy like me, how you might reuse the same password across different sites. Which is a really bad idea, by the way, because that's how I got hacked, and it's been a nightmare sorting things out. I now have a different password for every service I access.
I
And
do not use the same password every service. Low-key, that Vogue, Vogue, wristbands, the what is up here? Like cards? Like posters, cards? What is that? Matter of fact, let me look closely. I can't tell. W blue thing, whatever that is. What does that say? Art starts, conversation, let's talk. Oh, that's fire, that's fire. Anyways,
I can
I'm
only do
skipping
this because I have harvested or monetized with Proton. I truly stand behind Proton's commitment to protect our privacy. It's super easy to get started with them. The increase in single-person households and weakening relationships
Guitar? Got to like that?
largely
Hello Kitty?
happened after
Route 34 fire?
World War
That's
II,
it.
when Japan was rebuilding its economy and millions of Japanese moved from rural areas with their tight-knit communities to big foreign cities where they knew no one. And this was just the beginning of Japan's relationless society. Following the lost decade in the 1990s, employment became notably more unstable and many people were forced to rely on part-time and casual jobs. This not only fueled a sense of
This nigga real quick. Hold up.
anxiety about the future, where do I go next? It also created uncertainty in people about their own identity, as what we do feeds into a big part of who we are. Both the shift towards single-person households and greater economic instability has led to many feeling alienated, isolated, and without support in Japan. It was within this social context that maid cafes flourished. These venues offered intimacy and connection to people who felt lonely.
Get an ad blocker, get an ad blocker, get an ad blocker.
And since maids were first popularized in Japanese culture through video games, the initial clientele that was drawn to the concept of maid cafes were primarily otakus. In the 90s, otakus did not have a good reputation. They were thought to be socially awkward, described by Brao as being a
He's like, dude, what is the dude? Hold up. Is there a Japanese word for void? Not food, nigga. Like void. Like Diddy Void. Whatever. What the fuck are we doing, bro?
averse to creating personal relationships, as they prefer to stay locked up in their rooms at home where they collect whatever
Good editing.
assuages their passions. Scholars like Cam went even further, labeling otakus as failed men. Much of the stigma traces back to the crimes of
Holy, I seen that zoom effect now. Dude, peep this editing trick.
otakus as failed men.
Like, the moment she said failed men, like to emphasize, bro, he zooms in, bro. I need that in my bag.
Much of the stigma traces back to the crimes of the infamous otaku killer,
RR.
one of Japan's worst serial killers.
The guy, I beat his ass on God.
His horrific acts, coupled with his revealed obsession over manga and anime, transformed the word otaku, which
Nigga, I
had
like beating my shit as much as the next guy, right? But like,
once been a relatively neutral term, into a label for someone consumed by manga and anime to the point of being out of touch with reality.
oh, fucking
The fact that otakus frequented maid cafes led to people viewing it with a bit of prejudice, and that stigma still exists today. But given everything we've covered, from Japan's long history of female entertainers to its modern loneliness crisis, I ask for you to keep an open mind as we finally wander into the floating world that is Japan's maid cafes. Before entering a cafe, a maid stationed outside will ask if you've been to one before. If it's your first time, she'll tell you that there are certain rules you must follow. 1. Never touch the maids. 2. Never ask for their contact details. 3. Never inquire about their work hours. 4. Never try to flirt or pick them up.
Nigga. You know damn well niggas would try anyways, bro.
5. Never wait outside for the maids as they arrive or leave for work. Once you understand and agree to these rules, you pay an entry fee and then you're allowed inside. Your arrival is announced and all the maids greet you either as master or princess and welcome you home. Inside the cafe, you'll spot two types of customers. Regulars usually come alone and may sit near each other but don't really interact, often absorbed in their phones or quietly watching the maids go around their duties. And tourists, who come in groups and chat among themselves after being served their food, almost like they're in a typical cafe. But of course, this isn't one. Maid cafes are unique because maids put in extra effort to make you feel special with every interaction, but most of this attention comes at a cost. For example, when you sit down, a maid will come over to take your order. Later, when your food or drink arrives, a maid will then present it with a special ritual or performance and invite you to join in. Here's an example of what that looks like.
Oh my god, I would feel so fucking awkward, bro. Oh my god, I'm not doing this shit, dude. I'm imagining myself in this shit, bro. Dude, I would feel so uncomfortable, bro. Oh my god, dude, I would be just ducked off in the corner, bro, waiting to leave, dude. I would just say some stupid ass shit and just never say not one word after that shit, bro. Oh my god. Hot matcha latte. That shit looks fine. That shit looks delicious. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga. Let me just drink my coffee, gang.
These rituals are repeated every time you order a dish. It may sound boring or repetitive to some of us, but for many regular patrons, they actually look forward to the familiarity of these interactions. In some way, it feels a bit like playing a game. There's a set dialogue and routine to go through with the maid character, and that can be comforting for many. According to Fanaska,
oh my god. Dude, if anyone sees my ass doing this shit, on God, just break into that shit with an AR-15 and just gun me down, bro. Like, just empty the fucking clip. Empty the fucking clip. Like, bro, not precinct, bro. Just straight, just slam my ass out. Slam myself. Please,
these
God,
repeated interactions build affection and connection, and over time create a sense of community. These rituals also act as icebreakers, helping maids start conversations with you as they make you feel cared for.
Nigga, don't talk to me. Nigga. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Nigga, don't talk to me, bro.
Hung, in a study of maid cafes, points out that this attention can be a double-edged sword. Once your food or drink is served, you're often left alone as maids move on to other paying customers. He just
thank God.
Describes how this made him feel detached, even disassociated from the atmosphere of the place. The cozy, happy buzz faded away, and all that was left was a space I felt isolated
Nigga, talk to some women in real life
from.
Talk to people, get friends. Get an ad blocker, get an ad blocker, get an ad blocker. No. No, no. No, no.
If you want the maid's attention again, the cafe system lets you pay for extra activities that will facilitate more interaction. And here's where the regulars and the casuals likely branch off. Casual tourists, after being served their food, will be happy to enjoy the rest of their time with other company. Regulars who come alone may feel compelled, like Prawn, to purchase more interactions. And this is exactly what he does. On his second
Not gonna lie,
visit, after being served his drink and
recanting that statement. I'm about to say something crazy.
left alone again, Prawn decides to purchase a checky or a Polaroid picture with a maid.
No. No. Audible.
This experience is often a big deal because of the physical closeness that happens as you pose together. Once the photo comes out, the maid will then decorate it with a cute personalized message, draw little hearts around it, and turn the photo into a memorable keepsake from the cafe. Regulars often collect these checkies, trying to get one with every maid, and cafes encourage this by offering limited edition checkies during special occasions like a maid's birthday or anniversary. Beyond checky, maid cafes also offer other ways to boost customer-maid interaction, though this varies from store to store. Some hold hourly events for more engagement, while others provide photo spots where customers can snap pictures of maids in themed settings, like this cafe, Candy Fruits, where a maid is pictured here posing in a setting of a girl's
She looks depressed as fuck.
bedroom. As you can see, there are many ways for customers to interact with maids, but most require payment. After Prawn asked the maid if he could buy a checky, the maid was instantly happy to talk to him again and engage him in conversation, and he felt like he was part of the cafe's vibrant atmosphere once more. What we're seeing here is the use of attention and affection to encourage spending, which is what Henry Jenkins calls effective economics. It's not exactly manipulation, but you are deliberately building bonds to motivate customers to buy more off you. That's the whole business model for maid cafes. Make customers happy, build relationships with them, and hopefully they'll come back. Yes, there is a profit motive here, but oftentimes maids and regulars do have a genuine relationship and build a strong sense of community. One regular, Dragon, says this cafe isn't just a place I eat, it's a place I belong.
No.
That's why I always come back here. I don't go to other cafes.
No.
This is where I want to spend my time.
No.
For many regulars, the maid cafe is their home. In a relationless society, this is where they found belonging. But it's not only the customers who benefit. Maids themselves also enjoy the work and the connections they form. In an illuminating study by Bafeli and Yamaki focused on maids working in the cafes, many maids stated they were otakus themselves and they enjoyed bonding with customers over similar interests. Others dreamed of becoming idols and planned to use their exposure and maid cafes to slowly build a following. The work environment also helped some maids boost their self-esteem. One maid, Mako, stated, "I was never very confident about my appearance. When I was a student, I was often bullied. One reason I became a maid was to build confidence in myself. I've only been a maid for a year, so I'm still learning to accept myself. My first goal is to become someone who can learn to love themselves."
She was like Toji Zenin. No, she's like Maki Zenin. But she's like Maki Zenin, bro. Rejected by
The
all,
positive
bro. Feared by
attention
all,
and
bro.
affection from customers has helped
what am I
Mako
even
grow,
saying, bro?
see value in herself, and become more confident. Another maid, Mina, describes herself as being negative and pessimistic, but since joining the cafe and interacting with all kinds of princesses and masters, she realized how much support she gets. She now feels responsible for their happiness. When she's happy,
Not gonna lie, being Japanese fine shit's probably like if you're a guy, dude, that's like top 10. Top 10, that's that top 10 aura, bro. Or like a white guy with blonde hair, nigga, do it like a goddamn Leona Edwards fucking cosplay, bro.
customers are
Yeah,
happy
sure.
too.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mina says she's become very positive and light as a result. At first glance, the maids in Japanese maid cafes may seem like they're as passive and as powerless as the British Victorian inspiration, but this power dynamic is really subversed. In Japanese maid cafes, it's the maid who holds the power and runs the show. They're charming, confident, and build connections in an increasingly solitary society. Some people don't need that kind of connection, and that's fine. But for others, this connection means the world to
Low key.
them. Maid cafes are sometimes judged for their service, and there is a stereotype around their regulars. But in today's era, where genuine
And that stereotype,
community is hard to find, why look down on a space where both staff and guests can share joy without harm? Japan's tradition of female entertainers runs deep, and maid cafes are simply the latest chapter. So, what do you think? Would you go and try one?
But
Or
nah.
if you've already gone, how was your experience? If you made it to the end,
Nigga, I ain't going, bro. Nigga, I am not going. I am never, ever showing up to one of these motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here. Let's see. Let's see them in the comments. That kid. Alright. You asking for it, bro? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, this comment cooking. Yeah, it's just honestly, it's destructive. Ooh, he's hating us. See, uh, oh my god. This nigga's yapping, bruh. Want to read that shit? You can read that shit. Well, no, these niggas weird as fuck. They know their fan base. They know their regular base, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna watch this. Fuck yeah. Is Look Match even worse? Let me see. Alright, so it's me, your boy, versed out. These videos probably all come at the same day, some shit. But you know, it's probably gonna be something nice like that. So it's me, your boy, Tab out. It's wonderful. If you made it this far, fucking subscribe, bitch ass nigga. Subscribe and fucking like, bitch ass nigga. You still bitch ass nigga.